This is WHTC in Holland. It's time now for Talk the Town, the program in which you, the listeners, participate with your telephone calls. Our guest on Talk of the Town this morning is Superintendent of Schools Brian Davis. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Juke.
And we have a lot to talk about this morning. We had a board meeting last night. Is that right?
That is correct. Third Monday of the month.
Want to talk a little bit about some of the things that took place?
Oh, we would love to talk about some of the things that took place. One of the things that we highlighted was a recent campaign that was launched within the Ottawa Area Intermediate School District, and it's called Doing More Together. And what is very unique about this is it's a collaboration between the public schools here in Ottawa County, the private schools, and also our public school academy. So we have everyone from as north as Spring Lake and Coopersville, all the way down the lake shore to Saugatuck, back across east towards Jenison, including Holland Christian and Black River Public Schools. And we have been working very intentionally together over the past 2 or 3 years to talk about what are our strengths here in West Michigan as school systems, and how can we really grow and learn from each other in that process. And we've been doing a lot of learning around instructional rounds where we actually carve out one day a month and we all go collectively together to another school district and visit and look at what's happening in the classroom each and every day. We decided that we wanted to expand that out further and really share with the community at large what's happening across this partnership and looking specifically what's happening in our schools here in West Michigan. We really are fortunate and blessed as a community that we have so many good school institutions, whether that's the traditional public schools, whether that's some public academies, or whether that's our private schools. And I think this is pretty uncommon to see a group like this come together.
It is.
In the past, we've been very much in a competitive place. School funding was tied to that, and the ways in which we looked at each individual school system trying to develop its own niche in who we serve and compete for students. And we've really shifted that focus now to talk about what's best and in the best interest of all of our families and all of our communities. As all the schools are strong, so will be our community. So this Doing More Together campaign was launched, and individuals that have access to the internet can go to doingmoretogether.org, all spelled out. And through this Doing More Together partnership, we are collaborating with companies and organizations across the region to showcase the high-quality education that is taking place in local communities like ours. Several business partners have already come on board. We're also working with Miranda, who I think most individuals recognize for her work and support in the schools and the community. And actually, she will be each month featuring a segment of what's happening in some of our schools.
Really?
Yeah, so at this website, it's going to be a continually growing website, but there's already videos that are posted from several different school districts within the Ottawa Area Intermediate School District that highlight and showcase some really unique stories that are happening in our schools. And sometimes if you're living specifically in that school district or that community, you may or may not be aware of it. Our intent is to bring that message to the larger West Michigan community to talk about what's happening each and every day in our schools. So we have examples of teachers devoting more, believing more, conserving more, sharing more. Holland Public Schools has 2 different videos showcased right now on the website. We have Kevin Schneider with Inspiring More, and there are several student interviews that talk about what the theater and forensics program has brought to them in terms of a learner and how that has brought students together from a wide variety of backgrounds together in a very unique and different way. We also have Jay Woods from Holland New Tech High School who's talking about conserving more, and there are several pieces focused on what the students did in terms of projects related to the larger energy sustainability project in partnership with the city. Just 2 examples. We have some fine young men and women in our community who do a fantastic job each and every day working with our students, and we want to be able to showcase and highlight that. I think oftentimes we can forget. I think sometimes politics and economics can distract our attention away from what's really important, and that's what this Doing More Together piece is all about. It's the public schools, the public academies, and the private schools in West Michigan coming together in this format under the Ottawa Area Superintendents Association and being able to say, there's more that we can be doing together, and we can reap some really great benefits from that. So that's just one thing, and again, I would encourage people to check that out. It's doingmoretogether.org, and take some time. There's some really inspiring stories there, and you never know. It may be a teacher that you had, or your children had, or your grandkids had, or currently have, and just to see that, it's heartfelt and it's touching.